Hi, this is Albert from AWB Electrical and Marine Services NQ. Just a bit of a tip, I guess you could say, is if you look at this multi-control panel for a Multiplus. So this boat's got a 12 3000 on it. It's actually original it's an older Multiplus one. So you notice the current limit is set at 6 amps. That's not set there because the shore power is limited at 6 amps. That's set at 6 amps because basically the installation's done wrong. I'm actually doing this video because I've seen this several times on existing installs, especially older installs, and obviously these are ones where people didn't understand as much. So this has got a Fisher Panda generator on it, as well as that it's got shore power, and the shore power is 15 amps. So what they've actually done is the inverter is only feeding certain power circuits on this boat, which in my opinion is very, very wrong, because the reason why they do that is they go, oh, it's got a compressor, it's got air conditioning, you can't feed those things off it. With the Multiplus, you can wire it for that with the AC output, with the two AC outputs. So when you lose an AC input, it just cuts it off. So you can compensate for that. Otherwise, other way to do it is you basically just go in straight out, and then you can just do your own version of load shedding, which means that normally on these things you can kind of run some of these things partially, depending on what the loading is. So because they've got it within the system, it creates oddball operation, which is not right. And to compensate for that, he can't run the Multiplus at more than 6 amps of power input, which then crutches the system for its capacity to charge, to power boost. All those functions just get crutched, just because they haven't run the power through properly. So anyone doing DIY with these Victron Multipluses, they're an excellent piece of gear. I highly recommend them. I do all my installs. I use Victrons. Is do not put them within the system. So all you do is just cut them in between your main inputs coming in, between whether it's a off-grid installation, a marine installation, a caravan installation, expedition truck, anything like that. You have it come in, and then you can have your changeover switch capacity to do either the generator or so forth, and then you have it go through the Multiplus. The Multiplus feeds it. Most of these Multipluses typically are 32 amp capacity, so that's more than what this boat can do. So this generator here, for example, is 17 amps. So 17 amps plus 12 amps from the 3000 Multiplus is well within that 32 amp transfer switch capacity. So yeah, so as a general rule, power all through the Multiplus, put it all through the board. If you want to do shedding, that's no problem. Just use the secondary AC output of the Multiplus, and you'll be fine. But don't put it within the circuit and feed partial circuits. That's a bad way of doing it, because you end up with this. So, okay, no problem then. Hopefully this does definitely help someone, because I see it quite regularly on older installs. Thanks, and have a good one.